Welcome to Meditation Nerd. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. Sorry for the delay. It just said it was going live, so if there was some dead air, that's why. All right, so we will have to endure some more technical issues. Thank you all for your patience with that and for still joining me. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here. So today we're going to do more of an investigative style meditative practice. It is somatically based and it's actually a part of what Byron Katie's The Work does. So we're gonna do let me back that up. We're gonna step back and we're gonna start with the foundational of noticing the thought arising, and then we're gonna see how it shows up in our body. So we're not gonna question it, we're not going to dive into it necessarily. I really connecting to what's happening within our bodies when our mind is active. I want that to be sort of a baseline for all of us to connect to because mind body connection is very real and it's very powerful. So I think having a good connection to that is a great place to start. So that's what we're going to be doing for our naked pause today. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a different tune in. So you can have your eyes closed, you can have your gaze soft, whatever you prefer. Meditative posture, please. And of course, that can be on a chair, on a mat, on a cushion. You can do this lying down as long as you can stay present and happening. That's perfectly fine. Normally, if you fall asleep, it's not a big deal. It's just it can be a little bit harder to connect to your body if you fall asleep. So if you can stay present, that's perfect. Okay. And then for today's tune in, I'm just going to kind of move my arms to kind of like spread out the energy is what I'll be doing. Feel free to just sit and listen or join in with me. And I'm just going to say it. I'm not necessarily going to sing it. I'm tone deaf, so singing isn't really my strong suit. Ad good me, to God good me, Sat good me, Siri Guru Dev me, Ad good me, to God good me, Sat good me, Siri Guru Dev me, Ad good me, to God good me, Sat good me, Siri Guru Dev me. And then bring your hands into prayer pose at heart center. Inhale, exhale. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with the ultimate basic. Again, eyes closed, gaze softened, whichever you prefer. We're just going to ground in the breath to start. So notice the inhale, notice the exhale. Firmly grounded in however you're sitting or lying. And we're just solidly connecting to the anchor, which is the breath and the physical connection to where we are. And of course, before we begin, as always, please listen to and honor yourself and your boundaries. That includes your intuition, your authentic voice. If it says perfect, this is where we stop, that's where you stop. If anything at any point becomes too overwhelming, please go ahead and step back. If that means stopping where you are, perfect, stop where you are. If it means just getting up, kind of walking it off, but you still want to be here and present with us, that's perfect as well. Please just keep in mind what your boundaries are, what honors you, and what elevates you. That's ultimately the purpose here, so please honor that. Okay. Now on the next inhale, I just want you to allow your mind to produce a thought. You don't have to force anything. If your mind is blank, let it be blank. Notice the physical sensation while your mind is blank. Same premise. If a thought arises, notice what happens in the body. And mundane thoughts are perfect here. So please don't feel you have to go in depth or get super complicated. Doesn't need to be anything like that. It can be a to-do list, a memory, worry, any of that. And just let it be to the best of your ability, of course. Let it play in the background like it's a radio. And then bring all the focus into the body and what happens. And you can reverse engineer this. I've come at it from another angle. And I had a specific tension that I was like, what is happening here? You can bring your focus to the physical sensation that's happening and just ask, what's in here? What thoughts are in here? What's happening in this tension? And generally there will be something that will arise out of there to give you an answer of what is stuck here. So feel free to reverse engineer this if that feels more appropriate for you or more aligned with what's needed for you this evening. And please don't grasp at the thoughts. That's not our goal. The thoughts, if you think of it this way, there are guides, okay? There are entry point to connect fully to the body to see, okay, what's happening here? Or if you're reverse engineering, the tension in the body is our guide into what thoughts are stuck here. We're trying to connect to these bodily sensations to elevate above, right? And just breathe into it. If it will release, allow it to release. And you can just name the sensation. Tension in the throat. Maybe there's a bit of a headache at the top of your head. Maybe there's a flutter in your heart as you bring awareness to your body. And if you notice you're getting swept off into a story, anchor to your breath to bring yourself back to the full sensation of your body. Just a couple more breaths here. And then feel free to continue if you'd like to invite more thoughts to repeat the process. Just notice your unique bodily signature for each of the thoughts, the way it resonates, how if there's any shifts, tightness, fluttering, that type of thing. That way you connect more deeply to the way your body communicates, right? And the way that you're responding, your thoughts correspondingly adapt or adjust. But for this session, as we bring it to a close, I just want to allow us to rest in this awareness for a moment and just acknowledge that we are neither the thought nor the sensation. We are the one, we are that awareness observing both. And that takes time to build up that skill, right? To connect to both being aware of the thought and the sensation and not identifying ourselves as either. So I feel like this gives that little bit of breathing space to start to widen that connection and that meaning. So I hope that you found this helpful. I hope you found this beneficial. I hope this somatic curiosity will continue to come up and that you can return to this practice anytime you need it. And then we'll just close by saying Sat Nam. And of course, thank you so much for joining me. I'm grateful that you were here, and I will see you next time.